Welcome back to the 9th Gym program, and today we are playing some more games in Series 6 format. So, well, obviously because we're on ladder on Sword and Shield. Anyway, so today this team may look a little bit familiar. We got the Durant team. This is the same team that we made the other day for the team build and battle. The Durant, Guthatel, Corviknight team. It's very, very strong. I liked the team a lot. I liked playing it a lot, and I'm going to like playing it a lot on this as well, on Sword and Shield. A kind person in my Discord made this team based off of the team that I made on the team build and battle, so that's really cool. So if you do something like that, like message me and let me know, because I'll play that team. Like, definitely. I love making the team and then playing it more, but not many people like watching me play Showdown, so we don't usually play the team any farther. If you want to watch the video in which we made this team, click in the top right corner. I clicked the wrong side. Click in the top right corner over there, and yeah, I'll put a little card there so you can watch the team build and battle. It was a really fun video. It was a long video, but you know, a lot of my videos now are long form videos. The team's really good. So essentially, you have Durant or Corviknight, two different big modes. In which case, you have bulk up Corviknight or hustle Durant, either one doing a lot of damage, and then you have a lot of support Pokemon, as well as Azumarill being another damaging Pokemon. Now, of course, you can bring Durant and Corviknight if the matchup suits it. Of course, Arcanine is pretty scary against this team, and Fire Pokemon in general, but we do have Azumarill doing a lot of damage, and Milotic to do a lot of damage to those Pokemon as well, while also deterring things like Arcanine with the ability competitive. It's pretty good. Now we have Gothatel here being a Swiss Army Knife supportive Pokemon. Fake Out to stop things like Talonflame, which is very good because Tailwind is really bad for our team. We have Taunt to stop Dusclops. We have Helping Hand to push us into a lot of certain calcs. A lot of Corviknight calcs and Durant calcs were Helping Hand boosted to make the damage deal, which is good. Anyway, that is going to be it for our overview. Let's go ahead and jump into the video game time. Let's go play some games. All right, so we are in it. So the PZ Clef matchup is an interesting matchup. Durant does pretty well against it. Corviknight does pretty well against it as well. Everything else is pretty susceptible to it, so it's definitely going to be one of those two Pokemon that lead. He has no Intimidate, which, you know, is pretty all right for that. We will probably see a Clef lead here. I do kind of want to lead our Gothatel and Durant. I think he'll probably max Darkness into our Gothatel. Gothatel will probably live that. It is Colbur Berry, so it should be able to live that. It's designed to live Urshifu Dark Attack, which he may or may not have on his team. Now, he has a Dracovish on his team, so it makes me think it's probably the Dark version. Not sure. But, yeah. So, I think Talonflame is a very, very viable lead here as well. Maybe Talonflame Serena, because then we can't, fake out, which is pretty annoying. Durant does pretty well against this matchup, but Corviknight does really well against it matchup as well. I think Corviknight is actually going to be our lead here. Corviknight with Gothatel, I think, and then Raichu in the back, and then I think Azumarill makes a lot of sense as well. It does big damage. It's AV, so it'll wall out the PZ a little bit. Everything else is kind of physical. Actually, everything else is physical. So maybe Milotic makes a lot of sense here. It's very physically bulky, and we already deal with the other Pokemon. So I'm going to actually go with Milotic. Also, Milotic can be a really good switch in here. Early game, switch out the Gothatel. If he leads that Serena and the Urshifu, or not, if he leads like Serena and Talonflame, could be what we do. So we'll see what his lead is here. I'm actually really interested to see that. Corviknight may not have been the best. Durant might have been better. But yeah, so we see Talonflame and PZ. Okay, so this is kind of what we wanted them to lead. Gothatel, is capable of doing Fake Out here, which is really good, and pressuring it immediately right off the bat, which is very good. Corviknight is pressured pretty hard by that as well. I almost want to just go for a Bulk Up and a switch, but I think Corviknight's also very weak to a potential attack here from his other guy. So I think we're going to go for a Protect. And Fake Out. I think this is really good. Protect. You know what? We could just switch out here. We could go to Raichu and then go for a Fake Out, and then we outspeed it next turn as well. We wouldn't outspeed it. And go for a Fake Out again next turn as well. I think that's what I want to go for here. Fake Out into the Talonflame and switch into Raichu. I think the electric, he's probably going to max lightning into the Corviknight, unless, you know, he's really expecting the Pikachu, or the Raichu switch. So he also might Nasty Plot here, which could be interesting. So let's see. Fake out the Talonflame. I think Nasty Plot's actually coming out. Nope, he just goes for a Thunderbolt. So Lightning Rod eats that pretty easily. And we are Focus Sash as well. So we can go for a, you know, Volt Tackle into Talonflame potentially. I think I want to just go for a Fake Out into it this turn, Fake Out, and go for Psychic, because we should be able to live pretty easily just about anything. So just Psychic into the Talonflame. It'll do a lot of damage. It might not take it out, though, which is not good. Psychic the Talonflame. It's hard. This is a hard tell. I think he's actually going to Protect. I'm going to make the read that he's going for a Protect this turn. So we're actually going to Brick Break into him, doing as much damage as we can. And I think I want to switch back out into Corviknight now, maybe? We can take the other attack very easily, a Dark Pulse going into it very easily if he max Darknesses. He didn't max it once again, so we're going to switch into Corviknight and do a lot of damage here. No Protect? Oh, so we see Taunted to Corviknight. Okay, cool. So that's actually really good for us. Brick Break is going to do a big chunk. Now it's in range of being able to take it out pretty easily with a max move. So he's going to Dark Pulse into the Corviknight. Corviknight eats that very, very easily. Now, we don't have anything to stop the Talonflame from activating its other move, which is kind of bad at this point. So I think I want a Brick Break, but I'm kind of foreseeing a Protect once again. So I think, well, we can't bulk up, which is really bad. Corviknight kind of wants to switch out now. I think we want to switch back into Gothitelle, to be honest. Now, we don't have much physical pressure. We only really have the max Corviknight. So I don't really want to lose that Pokemon yet. So I think switching into Milotic and then start setting up some coils, because all of his Pokemon are physical except PZ. And now PZ is not really too much of a problem. I think PZ is probably going to Protect this turn, and then Talonflame will probably set Tailwind this turn. And we don't want to see Tailwind, but I think it's okay. PZ protects. That's exactly what we were expecting, because Brick Break would attack it again. And then Tailwind. Brave Bird. Okay, so we live no matter what with Focus Sash, which is very, very good. He actually targets down the Corviknight, which is pretty interesting. Both of our Pokemon that we're intending to potentially max are both very weak now. Talonflame goes down. We both still have our Dynamax, which is interesting. This game has gone very weirdly. So we lost our Sash now, which is kind of bad. We do have leftovers to heal up a little bit from Milotic, which is really good. Let's see what he brings in. I think he brought Urshifu and probably Draco. So I would expect Urshifu to come in now. Clefairy. Okay, so now he's probably going to go for a max since we don't have Brick Break anymore. However, we still are doing a lot of damage. We have Volt Tackle probably targeting you down, the Clefairy. I think we target this, but it's okay if it doesn't happen. Milotic takes a chunk here. So I kind of want to just go for like a Recover. We could also go for a max on Milotic now, but I think we might lose if we do that. We can max Geyser. We're in a weird position now. We're in a really weird position now. Although, I think we just fire off some Muddy Water. All right, so I think Milotic might be able to live a max attack here, max strike. And if it doesn't, we do a big chunk to the Clefairy if it follow me. And I think it's probably going to follow me. So we do see a PZ max now, which is pretty interesting, but he does have Clef, so yeah, that's not great. Corviknight is in an okay position, but if he gets rid of Raichu, then it's in a much worse position. So probably I should have switched out the Raichu this turn, because now it's the Raichu good. That's unfortunate. This game was going very medium. Like we weren't. Like, we still had, you know, a lot of the game to see. And he max Lightning anyway. What is he doing? Does he know what Lightning Rod does? If we get the accuracy drop, this game was ours. Oh, man. Disconnects. Was that me or him? I mean, it had to be me, right? Oh, I think it was him. Okay, I'm going to chalk that up as a win. I think that was a win anyway. We were in a very solid position. We still had a Dynamax. Corviknight was going to max at the end of the game. And if Raichu lived, which it did because he went for a Lightning. Because that guy's a goober. But yeah, I think we were in a good position. So I'm going to leave that in for the first game. I think we were going to win that game. So I'm going to put that in. But yeah, we're going to do another game. At least one more game. Maybe 2 games. We'll see. Alright, so game 2. Let's play another game. So we have another Talonflame PZ. No Clefairy this time, which is pretty interesting. No redirection at all, actually, which is cool. Arcanine does pretty well against our team. I'm kind of expecting potentially an Arcanine lead with maybe Dusclops, maybe Primarina. Either way, I think Durant and Milotic make a lot of sense to bring here. Primarina most likely doesn't have Energy Ball, although it is the only Pokemon that can have a Grass move on his team, so potentially it does have Energy Ball, which would be annoying. A max attack into the Milotic turn 1 would suck a lot. Corviknight, I kind of want to bring Corviknight in the back, actually, but I think Azumarill makes a lot of sense. It does really well. It's fine under Trick Room, outspeeding Porygon Z, Talonflame, Arcanine, Urshifu, all once he sets Trick Room, and I don't think he's going to be setting Trick Room, though, to be fair. But maybe he will. Durant doesn't really pressure the Dusclops enough. So honestly, I'm kind of leaning going for Gothitelle lead. We'll go with Gothitelle in the back. Although, to be fair, once Trick Room activates, I don't think Gothitelle really makes much sense. So we're going to bring Azumarill and Corviknight in the back, I think. Maybe Raichu is the best to bring in the back. But I don't really foresee him doing too much electric move. No, Corviknight is going to take a back seat. And we didn't get to lock it in, but I think we're good. Yikes. I accidentally clicked up because I thought I had to go to OK, but when you click in the 4th Pokemon, it goes to OK immediately. So, yikes. We might not have locked in time. We'll see. Hopefully we did. Hopefully we did. We'll see the open. If the open is not... Okay, so we see Arcanine, so please... And it didn't lock it in. Milotic was our lead. So that's really, really bad, actually. That's really stupid. That's really, really annoying that it didn't lock in. Maybe we can still win. But yikes. Oh, man, that's so bad. Okay, so it didn't lock in. So that's really, really bad. We only have physical attackers. We have Gothitelle as well. I don't think it's a go for Durant this game right now. We're going to switch to Azumarill. Azumarill can tank this really easy, and we'll go for a Fake Out into the Talonflame. I think Talonflame will either go for a Protect or Switch because Raichu is not the lead we wanted to do. This is very annoying. Yeah, not locking in sucks. Azumarill tanks everything, though, pretty easily, to be fair. And of course, it's the Yellow Bunny. So we do see a Protect, which makes a lot of sense. Preserving that Tailwind. He's going for the fast move instead. He double protects, which is interesting. But that's fine. We should have double switched, to be honest, because the guard was very, very obvious. But that's okay. It is an Azumarill max game, I believe. Just because there's not really anything on his team that really, really pressures it, unless Primarina or Porygon Z have the coverage. But nothing can go in this turn, which is very, very good. So we can go for a max Geyser. I think that's probably what I should do. Whether it's in, I think it's into the Arcanine though. It sucks that we are gonna max this because now Hustle Durant sucks, which is very, very bad. Now we do have Sash, so I'm gonna just Volt Tackle into this, just because. Now you are -1, I know, which is bad, but maybe we can still get there. So Arcanine, I think, should switch this turn probably. And if he switches into like Primarina, then yikes. But if he just switches into Porygon Z, putting a lot of damage down on Porygon Z is really good. So if he goes Talonflame switch, then okay, not bad. I don't think like Talonflame using Tailwind plus any attack from Arcanine will really do much. Will-O-Wisp. But he has Wild Charge, which is really interesting. Not to mention I have Raichu on the field. Sir, why is nobody catching Lightning Rod? What is happening today? Okay. Okay. Volt Tackle takes it out. It's to Sash, which is fine. So maybe we should have doubled. But it already got Tailwind up, which is the damage. Like, that's all that really matters. And then we're going to max Geyser, do a lot of damage. It probably will take it out, I think. Cool, cool, cool. So, no more Intimidates. No more cycling of the Intimidate. Now, Porygon Z is going to be difficult. At the very least. Now, he just saw Lightning Rod, so he's not gonna he's not gonna like attack with not Max Strike. He's just gonna Max Strike. He's gonna click Max Strike and Brave Bird into Azumarill next turn. We could go Max. We could go Max Geyser, we don't have guard. That's bad. But it's okay. I think it's probably okay. Now losing Fake Out, not having Fake Out here is kind of bad. But like Knuckle does a lot of damage here. Knuckle and then switch to Gothitelle to have our Fake Out for the next turn. I think, actually, you know what? Like, Brick Break could be good. I think Gothitelle switch here is the optimal way to do this, because then we have Fake Out for the Talonflame next turn, or whatever he switches out Talonflame for, because he may switch. It's not doing much damage. Brave Bird is doing a lot of damage, though. Brave Bird plus Max Strike probably takes out Azumarill. Honestly, I don't know how comfortably we take the Max Strike if we take it at all. Assault Vest is good. AV is very good. And he knows it's not Life Orb, so he probably thinks it's AV. It's probably a good assumption of his to think Azumarill is AV. A lot of PZ today. A lot of PZ. A lot of PZ always. Dual Wing Beat. Okay, not doing much damage. That's okay. I think we can live both these attacks. I think we can live the Dual Wing Beat plus the Max Strike. If I have to guess. I think we can do that. I really wish we had Milotic. Oh, he actually attacks into the other one. Okay. That's bad. I would have much rather had the Raichu faint here. But that's okay. We still get a cycling of Fake Out, which is good. We're getting outsped by everything. So that doesn't really make any kind of difference. Knuckle does a very good amount. Yeah, I like that. I like that a lot. I think that's really good. We have Durant that we could bring in now, but Durant's just going to miss. And I really just don't want to use Durant. So I think Raichu is our best move. Bring in Raichu and Fake Out the other Pokemon. I think, like I said, I think we live a Max Strike pretty comfortably. And yeah, that's pretty good. If he goes guard, he goes guard. I think that's okay, completely fine. We're going to do... I mean, I'm expecting a Fake Out or a Protect from Talonflame and a guard from PZ. But honestly, I'm cool with trading off Dynamax turns. I'm cool with that. I think it's fine. We are on our last Dynamax turn, though, so we are going to have to live one more Dynamax turn, which is unfortunate, but it's okay. Protect. And no Max Guard. Interesting. Let's see if we can live a Strike. I think we can. I think we can live a Strike pretty comfortably. Easy. Easy money. Now we take out the PZ, and actually we get a +1 on Raichu as well, which is very good. Talonflame the Tailwind does go away this turn, so the Max Strike is actually super relevant, but still we are running a +1 or +2 Azumarill and a +1 physical Raichu. So I mean we're at a really strong point right now. He didn't really get any value out of Max. I mean obviously he got enough value out of Max with the strikes, doing good speed control. Now the Raichu won't be able to outspeed really anything out of Tailwind. So yeah, it is fighting or dark fighting. I think we go for an Aqua Jet. I think we just do as much damage as we can. I'm right? That is dark fighting. Okay. Yeah, I think we're good to just go for an Aqua Jet here. Sucker Punch could happen, but I think that's okay. I kind of want to switch, but honestly, like, we're +1, so I think we're just going to attack doubling into you. Yeah, because Talonflame, I don't care too much about at this point. We double into it in case of... Oh, I'm an idiot. I was doubling in case of Sash. Oh, well. If Aqua Jet doesn't take it out, we still take it out. That's fine. Dual Wing Beat. Not going to take out Azumarill still. So, yeah, he's definitely going to take down the Raichu this turn. Wicked Blow into Raichu. Maybe he doubled actually into Azumarill. No. Okay. That's okay. We have, Gothitelle fainted. I was going to say we have Fake Out with Gothitelle. It fainted. Yeah, it sucks. He has Sucker Punch. So, goodbye Azumarill. I think we lose this game now. It was super in our favor. We don't have Protect on either of our Pokemon. But Protect doesn't do anything anyway. It would make Sucker Punch fail, though, which is good. We're just going to Aqua Jet, but he has Sucker Punch, and he's faster. so that sucks. Attack into you, and then we're gonna... What has 100 accuracy? Stomping Tantrum and Iron Head. We'll go for Iron Head into you, because that's what we don't want to have on the field. With Rain, yeah, that's what we want. That's what we're gonna do. He doesn't go for Sucker Punch. Okay, so we win the game still. Cool. If we don't miss, we can miss. We can miss really easily. It's Hustle. Like we're pretty likely to miss, to be honest. Ironhead doesn't miss. In it. Okay, cool. That was a match that I shouldn't, or that was a game that I should not have won. I didn't get to lead. I didn't get to choose my lead. But we still won, so it's okay. That just goes to show like how powerful this team is. So like you have multiple different leads. You have multiple different ways of playing the game, really. And yeah, I like it a lot. I think it's very strong. I think the team's really strong. So that is going to be it for the video. Thank you so much for watching. Rental code will be down in the description, as well as a Pokepaste. Like, I made this team, so I have the Pokepaste. So of course, yeah. If you want to play this team, do it up. If you think you have any input on changes for the team, let me know, because I'm always trying to improve the teams that I build. So if you do that, then if you have any kind of input, definitely go ahead and say that in the comment. But that is going to be it for the video. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, leave a like, comment, subscribe. Makes a huge difference, more than you know. And also, relevant links in the description. Follow me on Twitter. Join the Patreon. Join the Discord. Do all those things. Have a good week. It's almost a weekend. Have a great weekend as well. Goodbye.